So here we are, guys. TNCBA's Day on the Lake. We're here at Douglas Lake. Before we get to fishing, let's take a look at a few tools that you can use to get ready for your next day of fishing.
Now, one of the first tools that I use when getting ready for a lake, no matter even if I've been there before or if it's my first time going, my main go-to tool is this Insight Planner by Lowrance. Now, all of your other main chart plotters, such as Garmin, Humminbird, all of those guys are going to have some sort of software like this that's going to allow you to create waypoints and set up trails before you ever hit the water. So let's take a look here at Douglas. So today on Douglas, I'm going to focus the majority of my time on Flat Creek. So what you can see here is the Flat Creek arm here at Douglas, just above the dam. Now, what I've done is gone through and populated several different waypoints that I want to check out while I'm out on the water today. Now, not all of these waypoints are going to be productive, and not all of these waypoints are going to be relevant. Some of them are more geared towards their summertime, wintertime haunts, but a lot of these are set up that would be perfect for spawning areas, staging areas. So I'm going to check these areas out throughout the day. But let's focus on one little area that I've marked here in Flat Creek. So a small little arm coming off the creek, and what I've marked here are several different staging areas, rock outcroppings that I found. Now, this main point out here leading out towards the creek, this is going to be one of those areas where these fish really want to spend their summers, spend their winter times. But as you move back through here, you can see several of these little points heading back into these spawning flats. So what I'm going to do is start my day out here and hit some of these secondary points on my way back in to see if I can find those fish in that transition and staging up. Now, along with that Insight Planner from Lowrance, I love to use Google Maps. The main reason for that is I can look at the structure and see the detail and the contours on the Insight Planner with my Navionics chip, but then I can come over here to Google Maps and see if I can find specific cover to go along with that structure. Again, structure is bottom contour. Cover is rocks, stumps, trees, anything that might be used by that fish to hide under or around. So when we take a closer look at it through Google Maps, you still see some of those same contours where I marked these drops and these rock outcroppings, but now I can really get a good look at where that rock is specifically on that structure. So, looking at this, these are some of those secondary points that I had marked going back into this pocket. So you can definitely see that when it comes to this point, especially if the water's up above that, I'm going to be able to focus on that upper right hand corner instead of coming down here on the backside more. I'm going to focus more where that cover is, because typically that's where those fish are going to group up there on that hard spot. And again, you can see it as you move back through each one of these little secondary points, moving back into these spawning areas of the day. Another huge factor that you want to check before you head out, and especially the day, night before you head to the lake, is the weather. Now, of course, using the Weather Channel app on your phone, weather.com, get some great feedback on the forecast heading into the next day. But another thing that's important is the barometric pressure forecast. Now, what you can see here is a loop of different time frames, but I'm focused mainly on this H right here. So while I'm out here on the water today, I'm going to be dealing with a high pressure system. It's post-frontal. We've just had that major cold front come through. One other tool that I love to combine with the planner, the weather, as well as Google Maps